There was a young man who came to the Prophet ﷺ complaining to the Messenger ﷺ. He said to him, Ya Rasulullah, my father takes my money. He always asks me for money. Rasul ﷺ said, well, call your father. He went to call his father. Jibreel alayhi salam came to the Prophet ﷺ in that time. And he said to him, Rasulullah, when the father comes to you, ask him what you want. But ask him this question as well. Ask him, what were you saying in secret on your way here? Father was muttering something which his son couldn't hear. He said, ask him what he was saying. When the father approached the Rasul ﷺ, asked him, is it true what your son is saying? The father said, Ya Rasulullah, if he only knew what I'm using his money for anyway. I'm using it to look after his poor auntie. She is left without anybody. Where else am I putting it? Only in places where I have to. Using it towards his family. Because I'm poor. The Prophet ﷺ said, look, I want to ask you a question. Tell me about what you were saying in secret when you were coming towards me here. The father looked at the Prophet ﷺ and said, I made some verses of poetry. Rasul ﷺ said, please say them to me. And he said, O son, I nourished you when you were a baby. And I looked after you in care as you grew up until you became an adolescent. You lived upon what I worked for and strived and sacrificed in my body and time and wealth, so that you may live healthy. Whenever a night passed you, when you were sick or ill or coughed, I was the first to be up, carrying you and looking upon you with my heart, afraid if an atom or a little breeze would harm you in any way. I could not sleep while seeing you sick until you slept, and then I slept. When I ceased to see you sick, it was as if I was the one who was sick and ill, and so my eyes would always overwhelm with tears, but you never knew. And when you finally reached the adulthood, which all my life I was